Hey, Mr. Williams. Okay, so for my presentation, I had Daniel Webster. I know this is going to be backwards, but I'll email you the presentation. So here's some pictures of him. Okay. So his early life, he was born January 18th, 1782 in Salisbury, New Hampshire. He was the ninth of the 10 children born in his family. And he was kind of the outcast of the family due to the fact, like in the pictures you can see here, he has black hair and dark skin. So they used to call him Black Dan because most of his family had brown hair or blonde hair and blue eyes. And then he was taught to read and write by his brothers and sisters at an early age. Okay, so education. When Daniel Webster was 14, he spent some of the year at Phillips Exeter Academy, which is a co-educational independent day school studies program academy for the grades of 9 through 12. By the time he was 15, he was enrolled in Dartmouth College as a full-time student and graduated by the time he was 19 with a major in public speaking and writing. And that was a huge achievement because clearly by the time normal people are 19, they're just now going to college. And if you can see, there's a picture of Dartmouth College now. Okay, so I didn't put anything for the careers because I wanted to kind of explain it. So for the first career, not in order, but he was a famous orator, which is just means that was like when he was in his lifespan of writing speeches and presenting them. So he wrote a lot of notable speeches, which is in a different slide, so I won't go into that right now. He is a politician. He was elected in 1812 to be part of the National House of Representatives as a member of the pro-British Federalist Party. So that was part of his politician career. He was a teacher once he got straight out of college. He taught law, and that was when he was living in Boston, Massachusetts. And then he was a lawyer for most of his career, which ended up him living in Chicago, Boston, New Hampshire, and just moving all around the place to start his own law firm. Okay, so in 1807, while living in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, he fell in love and married Grace Fletcher, and that's her right there. And, hold on. Between 1810 and 1822, the happy couple had 5 children. Grace Daniel, which was named after both of them, so it was Daniel Fletcher, and Grace is named after her. And then Julia, Edward, and Charles. But Grace and Charles both passed away before adulthood, and due to sickness, and his wife Grace died in 1828 because she had a cancerous tumor. Okay, so here's his notable speeches. His first notable speech was his speech called Peroration for the Dartmouth College case, which mentions George Washington and the 4th of July in his memory because he passed away earlier that year, so the same year he gave the speech. Webster gave many speeches in many places such as Plymouth Rock, Bunker Hill, Dartmouth College, and many more historically important places. Some other notable speeches include Adams and Jefferson, which was like a versus each other, the Bunker Hill Monument, which was after the war, the second reply to Hayne, the 7th March speech, and the dignity of importance of history. Okay, so sadly in October 1852, Daniel Webster passed away due to, I don't know how you say it, but cirrhosis of the liver, which is basically just like chronic liver disease. Like if you get it, there's a slim chance you're going to live. But he didn't get it until an old age, so he died when he was 70 years old. And he died in Marshfield, Massachusetts. Okay, and then some family pictures. Let me see. There we go. That is a house, him and his family. There was no family pictures of him and his siblings, but that is the house him and his wife raised their kids in. And then, let's see if I can. This is a picture of his wife and kids. I'll share it with you because I know you probably can't see that. That's all his wife and kids, and you can see they all took the features of the brown hair and dark skin like him, so he wasn't really an outcast anymore. And then my picture sources, and then my regular sources.